So Lisa, from what I understand, you're actually supposed to be on the cover of Orlando Talent Magazine. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I will tell you that I received a phone call from Mr. Friedman of the Orlando Talent Magazine, and I thought he was just calling to talk about the June issue and just follow up because it had been released, and long and behold, I was chosen to be on the cover of the July plus size issue of the Orlando Talent Magazine. Truly a surreal phone call. He can attest to this, that my eyes just welled up with tears, that you could hear it in my voice, just overjoy and excitement for this experience.
And I remember the phone call that we had about you being on the cover and just reminiscing about the June shoot that we did. So it's just so amazing to see like everything lining up from us just doing that first shoot.
Right. Well, let me tell you, I can't take all of the credit for coming in contact with Mr. Friedman and the Orlando Talent Magazine. I really want to say a special thank you to Ms. Kate Aubrey. She introduced me to Orlando Talent Magazine and invited me to one of the events. She launched a group called the Orlando Bombshells, and it's a group of modeling women, curvy women that want to empower and help the community as well, and young girls as well. So I was just in awe when I got just the phone call from Miss Aubrey. You know, I just was so honored by her, and then since then it has brought us to the July issue, where now I'll be on the cover of the plus size issue and be alongside models like Asia Marin and be able to be featured in a magazine with Curve Nation. Yes. I mean, it's just something that I never thought would be for me, you know.
And Curve Nation, I mean, they're pretty big. I've heard a little bit about them. So how did that happen?
I mean, I met Asia Marin, as I had previously mentioned, and honestly, I'm not a part of Curve Nation, but I strongly support that modeling troupe. They are simply amazing with what they do in the community, what they do for women. As a matter of fact, you can actually see us both at the up-and-coming Curve Nation Expo in July, and we will be there for the whole weekend experiencing the empowerment that they have going on, and just the fashion and socials. I'm just so excited.
Awesome.
Yes.
And for me, what I think is even more exciting is, you know, usually when you think of models, you don't think of substance, you don't think of content, you just think about a girl who just really cares about how she looks. So to come across you, you're a curvy model, you're a mother, a single mother at that, may I mention, an educator. I mean, you help the community. It's just so amazing to see how things are starting to change, and to see how you can be a model and you can still be somebody. You don't have to pretend like you're Barbie.
Right, being comfortable in your own skin. And I'm just so grateful for Gary Plather. He's just Plather, sorry, I always tease him and call him by the wrong name. Sorry, Gary. But I'm really grateful for him. He has become my branding manager. He's also the vice president of Lisa Ann Company, LLC. Awesome. And he has been able to drop some seeds within me professionally and as a business associate and a branding manager that have really protected my image. You know, you can be who you are and be a model. You can be empowering by just simply being transparent about your imperfections. And I think that's what you're going to actually get to see, is the transparency of our shoots. And you will actually get to witness in a few moments some of the behind the scenes and pictures from the up and coming and past issues.
Yeah, we are actually going to show you guys some of those photos now, so stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Lisa Ann. I am the owner of Lisa Ann Company, LLC. I'm also known in the community as Melissa Clark, as an educational leader here in Orlando, Florida, as well as Lisa Ann Curvy Model, a real woman model.
That is so awesome. And my name is Adina Sutton. I'm a hairstylist and entrepreneur, owner and founder of Adina Did It, located in beautiful Winter Park, Florida. So Lisa, tell me a little bit about how you got started.
Well, how I got started, ironically, was through hosting an event with one of my companies. We do event management as well as corporate consulting for our community, for community outreach events, as well as youth enrichment events. Mm-hmm. So we were hosting a women's empowerment event, actually with Adina Did It, and I had the pleasure of meeting Asia Marin with Curve Nation, and she was able to let me know that, hey, Lisa, you should actually try curvy modeling. And I laughed hysterically because I thought she was just kidding. Right. But ironically enough, here I am today as a curvy model.
Yes, and I have to say, I remember the very first time I styled your hair, and while we were doing the event, we were joking. It was a joke about you modeling, and we were pretending to have a fashion show, and you were walking that runway, and we were telling you to work it, and you were like, oh, you guys cut it out. So it's amazing to see everything come to pass.
Yes, it was really a surreal experience. I will tell you, typically my experience is in the classroom, on a motivational speaking platform, or behind a computer somewhere coding or something. So when the opportunity presented itself for me to actually try out a photo shoot, Asia, the woman I had mentioned earlier, she actually gave me a website to go to look into, you know, some photo shoots and free opportunities around the community for up-and-coming aspiring models. And I did. I tried one, and since that first moment, I have since modeled for a clothing line, Orlando Talent Magazine, of course, and several other marketing opportunities have presented themselves.
So what I think is very unique about you is the fact that usually a model is somebody who's been modeling all her life, or she's just been into the fashion industry. That is not what you come from. You come from the education industry. So what made you transition from being an educator, work in the community, and now being a curvy model?
Well, I have to tell you, it's definitely the grace of God. I have to give Him glory for that.
Amen.
But basically, you know, I realized that my passion are youth, girls especially, that have been through some type of trauma or abuse in their lives and are overcoming some type of hurdle.
Right.
And when I saw the opportunity to become Lisa Ann Curvy Model, I was like, wow. What an awesome testimony to share with my community members and my girls that I love so much.
Right. And it's amazing because you've actually empowered me to become an owner, and you've empowered me to speak at motivational events, and that is just so unreal because for me, I've been a hairstylist all my life. That was my focus, doing hair, making people pretty. And throughout this process, I've just been able to help so many women dig in deeper. You know, it starts with the outside appearance, but really it's who you are in the inside that really matters. So that's what's just really phenomenal about everything that we're doing, because it's about helping other women, helping other people, empowering people to step outside of your box. You know, don't just focus on what's happening out here. What happens out here helps people know who you are, but it's really your actions and what you do for your community, which makes it even better.
That is exactly my point when I'm on my platform, and I'm known for my quote, I am not my paper. And what I mean by that is that I've since been able to earn several degrees and I hold 2 graduate degrees, and I'm also a certified educational leader and online specialist.
Awesome.
But people tend to lead with their titles.
Right.
They tend to lead with the initials behind their name.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, the opportunity to be Lisa Ann Curvy Model gives the world a different approach to just my paper.
Right.
I'm not just my paper.
Absolutely.
These young girls that are growing up in our communities, they're aspiring to go to college, but what after?
Right.
Who are you as
Absolutely.
a person, and your credibility and character leads before your paper does.
Right. And it's such an honor because now when we're listening to the radio, we put on the television, you're seeing these girls with barely any clothes on, or they just don't really have much substance to them. So it's an honor to be alongside a beautiful curvy model who has so much substance to her. I'm just so honored that you have brought me on with you.
Well, Adina Did It is so humble, and you're so sweet, and I love her. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Adina Did It is not just a hairstyling salon. What Adina Did It does is that she makes you feel beautiful on the inside and out. She goes about empowering women, uplifting them. So when you're going to look beautiful in her chair, you're not only getting a piece of your physical updated, but Adina has a gift within her to bring out the things that are within you, uplift you as a woman, a woman in this community, a mother as well. And I'm so grateful for that.
Aw,
you have really helped me to embrace Lisa Ann, the curvy model.
Oh my gosh, this journey is just so fun. And what's even more amazing is you come across a lot of women who are competitive with each other. It's all about who can be better than who, and we stand for collaboration over competition. So we're all about bringing in women who want to help and inspire others. I mean, that's what it's really all about.
Yes, definitely. And being able to experience this experience with Orlando Talent Magazine and feature us, there's the surprise. We were actually featured in the June issue, second anniversary of Orlando Talent Magazine. And in that magazine, you will be able to find out a little bit more about our companies and how the experience was for us as business owners, but real women, real mothers as well.
Yes.
So how did that make you feel when you saw yourself in that ad, that print article, and you felt it? What was it like?
You know, like you said, I have to give God the glory because He knows what's in store for you more than you know what's in store for yourself.
Yes.
I mean, I couldn't believe it because usually I'm behind the scenes. I'm behind the scenes at photo shoots, video shoots, fashion shows. So to actually look at my picture and to see me and to see such an awesome job that Orlando Talent Magazine did, I can't believe it. I can't even believe that we're here right now doing this.
It's so awesome.
Doing this because we do go home. We are mothers. We live your everyday life that a woman lives, but we push very hard for success. And we don't just push for our own success, but we push for the success of others, because we just feel like if everybody can just pair up together, it is amazing what can actually be created. So I'm just so honored to be part of your journey because you've helped me as much as you feel like I've helped you.
And that's the beautiful thing about our chemistry and why I just can't do a shoot without her. I don't care where it is, where I'm going, or what it is I'm doing, Adina did it. And let me tell you, I'm so blessed that you did.
Thank
you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. And I don't know if we talked about the cover that you're actually on. Yes, you are actually going to be on the cover. I mean, this is within a matter of 8 months. It usually takes models years after years to be on a cover of a magazine. So tell us about that secret.